What is up, Colts Nation? Welcome to the third episode, September 14th of the Toss and Horseshoes podcast. So I'm your host, Van Kemp, and I have my cousin, Hayden Kemp. So I got him on the pod today as a co-host. So we're here to talk Colts football, and
what up?
let's jump into it, man. So Hayden, let's give a little intro about yourself.
Yeah, so right now, currently in good old dirty South Mississippi.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're from Delaware, but still kind of rep Virginia. That's where the family's from. That's where everybody's at. So,
long-time Colts fans, man. Long-time Colts fans. Shit.
Baltimore days.
Yeah, our pops back in the day watched Johnny Unitas in the Baltimore area. So
grandmother took care of Johnny Unitas at the hospital.
Yeah, exactly. So hey, we got some heritage here on the Colts side. So I want to jump right into it, man. Tough. I wouldn't say tough week because it wasn't a loss, but not how we wanted to end it. Let's just kind of dive right into it, man. So week one, tied the Texans, man. I mean, it was tough. It was tough, but I think not having a loss in the AFC South, divisional opponent, I think it's key, man. I mean, thoughts on
still undefeated, right?
One more time.
We're still undefeated, right?
Still undefeated. We broke the losing streak, I guess, but now we just got to get a dub next week, man. So, I mean, thoughts on the game? The obvious one, right? The kicking. I mean, Hot Rod couldn't get it done.
Yeah.
Sanchez being out, that's way more than I expected, to be honest, to kind of impact our side. I mean, 2 balls out of bounds and critical. 1 in OT. I mean, thoughts on that, man?
The Texans are arguably the worst team in the NFL. And they've been that way besides a couple of years with Deshaun Watson, right?
Yeah.
Arguably the worst team. I'm not going to beat around the bush. We sucked. We might still suck. If we don't win next week, we might be in real deep shit.
Yeah, we have to, man. I mean, we have to, especially as a, AFC South opponent. We have to win.
Well, I mean, O.J. Howard got picked up last week. Then he played and got 2 touchdowns on us and 2 receptions. So some Randy Moss numbers minus the yardage, right?
Jeez, I know. Practice squad signing and came out and put us in. I mean, know who I was impressed with? Davis Mills. Misspell there, but Davis Mills. I mean, he looked good. I mean, he's on a team. He's got Brandon Cooks. I mean, he's got some playmakers there. It's something that future state of the Texans is going to be kind of concerning. It's not Deshaun Watson era there still. So I mean, they're in a rebuild. It was very discouraging seeing them put an ass whooping on us week one.
Well, mind you, that's the same team they had last year too, right?
Yeah,
essentially. So
Lovie Smith, man.
Yeah, now he became, and he also took the Bears to the Super Bowl against us in 2006, right?
Shout out.
So, we have the capability to make shitty people look real fucking good sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So, personally, I think Davis Mills is still ass.
Yeah,
my opinion.
I agree with that, but let's switch it up, right? We're talking
but
about
he's a system quarterback. So.
Yeah, consistent, man. But you know what? Defense stood up a little bit late in the game, but let's talk about the Colts, man. I mean, Matt Ryan, besides the numerous fumbles, I mean, I'll say, man, he had a fairly good game, to be honest. I mean, obviously with JT 161 yards, I mean, there's your workhorse right there. But I'd say Matt Ryan kept us in this game, showed some leadership towards the end once we were kind of like back against the wall, man. I mean, I was impressed with that. What are your thoughts?
He's 37 years old. Throwing the ball 50 times is going to be asinine.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought he, minus whatever butter or lubricant he jerked off with before the game to make him fumble 3 or 4 times, I thought he didn't do too bad.
Yeah.
Right? But again, in better teams, we go and play Pittsburgh, we go and play Philly or whatever,
Chiefs week 3.
Jacksonville's defense is always decent, right?
Yeah. Josh Allen,
you go fumble 4 times against them, you're not just going to lose 1, you're going to lose all 4.
Yeah. I mean, there's only a certain amount of times you can, turn the ball over. Interception. I mean, that interception when he was doing the check down to JT, right? I mean, that's kind of an easy fix, right? That's a communication thing. That's kind of experience coming, some
week 1 nerves,
chemistry built together, right? But I will say, all in all, I was impressed, right? Obviously, a couple drop passes in the end zone. That's still very tough
That's your boy.
Very tough. I know Alec Pierce, man. I had high hopes for him. I mean, he'll bounce back. There's your jitters, right? I expect a rookie to have some jitters. We want first pass throw, 2 of them dropped in the end zone. You can't beat him up. But hey, actually, did you hear today he's out on concussion protocol?
Yeah, so, that seems to be the thing with our slot Caucasian receivers, from Anthony Gonzalez, Dallas Clark,
Austin Collie. I remember those days, man. And it's just like, the rules have changed, right? So, we got lucky on that call, getting some, I think that was a 3rd down conversion that play happened on to where we, automatic first down. It's big, but it's, you hope that, Alec Pierce can stay healthy. He can be be a weapon in the toolbox for Matt Ryan. Cause Michael Pittman, he's doing it, man. Hey, shout out TY in the end zone. That was pretty fresh.
You can't. Michael Pittman being the 3rd year guy, I believe, third year. Third. Just to target him predominantly. Again, he's no Julio Jones. He's no Kyle. He's damn good. Don't get me twisted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
TY is gone. We have seen that based off the banner that they put outside Lucas Oil Stadium.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Saw that today, man.
Cool.
It's sad.
Your boy, Mike, I can't ever say his last name.
Mike Strawn.
We'll need him as a big receiver, right?
Yeah, I agree. I think he's going to have a big piece in this offense, man. And we saw a little bit of him today or Sunday, but I think just having him in the lineup, man, giving him a little bit more reps, I think he's got some potential to be good.
Well, big 3rd down conversion he did too in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, exactly.
And the concern you have is we have Nyheim Hines as a backup running back, but mostly a receiver or receiving back. Again, the numbers, week 1, we had to play catch up. So he needed to throw 50 times. We needed to run 31 times. The goal is to get up in points to where we don't need to utilize. Jonathan Taylor in 16 weeks is going to be damn near dead.
I'll tell you what, man, it's going to be something of concern, man. The defense held their own, but go ahead.
No, I'm saying, but again, we tied the game. We came back and tied. Mm-hmm. Right, 17 points. I'll take it. I ain't mad about it.
What is it? 42, 47-yard field goal, man. You can't make. It's just
the kickoffs out of bounds. I think shafted us. The one field goal, you can live with a missed field goal, but to put them at the 40-yard line twice in crunch time. Yeah. Granted, our defense held them, but that's a confidence. A lowering of his confidence, knowing that he just kicked the fucking kickoff out of bounds. Twice.
And I'll tell you what, man, like kicking off out of bounds to start overtime, defense stepped up massive.
Yeah. Towards the end.
Kwity Paye with 2 sacks in OT. Grover Stewart, big presence on that D line.
MVP of the D line that week.
Yeah, I was expecting. I was expecting a little bit more from that defensive line, but I'll tell you what, they came up big in big moments. So. That's all you can ask for in a defense, but we just got to work on closing it out, man. So I know with outside of the week 1, man, defensive side, let's switch over to defense. Obviously JT, stellar game. Pittman Jr. killed it. Matt Ryan looked good, but there were some kinks. All right, let's get the jitters out. And I think, ultimately throughout the season, he's gonna be a big player, man. But what are your takes on the defense?
We need Darius Leonard back. 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. What's his fucking? Sorry, Darius Buckner, right? Leader, cool. Defensive line isn't that he's no Aaron Donald, and I'm saying he's a great player, but now they have Bobby Wagner right from the Seahawks. The Rams do.
Mm-hmm.
Your Mike. Is the most important position on the field, in my personal opinion.
Yep.
Without having a strong Mike, our defense communicatively is going to not be there.
Yeah.
Nick Ross didn't do a bad job as a rookie.
Did not.
I got to look up more information, but I'm pretty sure Gus Bradley's a zone defender with his
DB. I think he's a zone defensive coordinator for sure.
Burning us, right? Our DBs are skilled. Kenny Moore was a fucking Pro Bowl, an All-Pro.
Yeah. Hey, he got smoked on a couple PIs, and
because he's a man guy. He's not a zone guy.
Yeah.
Right? And so now we're going to run into this. You saw it, Richard Sherman. Once you leave Seattle, now he's a cover 3 corner. Now he's going to go play Tampa 2. He's going to play man cover. He's going to get smoked every time.
Yeah.
Right. So
you're man.
Yeah, our DBs, they're at the hands of the coordinator, so it can't all be their fault, right? But they're gonna have to adjust.
They got to, and you know what? I think they will, man. Gus Bradley coming in a new system, trying to figure it out along the way. I don't anticipate him having a problem doing that. It's just a matter of some timing. But unfortunately, the Colts start the season, man. Two defensive, or two AFC South competitors in the first 2 weeks. And week 4 we play the Titans. So we got to figure this out quick.
Well, it's up to the head coach too, right? Let's not get mistaken. At what point do we got to stop making excuses and saying, "Oh, it's the beginning of the season"? The Chiefs just dominated. The Bills fucking wrecked house.
Yeah,
we have to have the same coach, better offensive players. When does the excuses stop? And I'm pro Team Fire Frank.
Yeah,
I need to get him out of here.
I know you are. I know. I'm Mr. Optimistic, everybody, and old cousin Hayden here, man. He called the Carson Wentz. He's said time and time again about Frank, and I'm just Mr. Optimistic, man. I just hope he figures it out, right?
Well, he did the same thing as we saw. Jonathan Taylor had a hell of a first quarter, and then second and third, it was. And then he tries to throw, and then the fourth quarter, we start winning because we stick to the game plan.
Yeah,
I mean, it ain't practice. This is not the time to act like to throw in some fucking flea flicker, reverse, triple.
Yep.
Like, that's not the time.
Wildcat hasn't worked since the Dolphin days. I forget who even ran that, started it. I mean, it hasn't worked since, right?
Dumbest play I've seen since the Colts did that fake
punt on. Oh my god! Shout out Pat McAfee. That haunts him till this day, and I hope he hears it.
That was the dumbest play I think I've seen in 2 years.
Yeah, man. So, I mean, hey, week 1, let's put it behind us, man. Let's just try to, fix what we got, fix everything going on. And I think we're going to be coming out hungry against the Jaguars. But we'll get into that here in a little bit.